Kind of realize that I'm too good at sarcasm sometimes.
Gonna do fan dodging. Not me getting. Hello, Crafty Andy here. Let me tell you right now, I am pissed off. You see, a while ago, I made a video about getting too old to be a furry fan. I thought I had more time.
He's overloading the system. His faggotry is too great.
Pew pew.
It's very cringy. Enjoy the nightmares. Someone who clearly is not me
I think I should have winked more at the camera.
took a gif of one of the scenes and they posted it on a subreddit forum r/yipinhell.
Persona transformation.
Furry for life, motherfuckers. Hippie squirters, activate.
Now they ban anyone that's a furry, so don't bother trying to join. In fact, that means I can't be a member either. If I was, that'd be ban dodging. I don't do any of that sort of thing. No. But let me tell you.
Yeah. At the moment, I thought I was being obviously a liar there, but apparently not. I'm just too good at it, I guess. Too good at sarcasm. Anyways, I'm Crafty Andy, and we're doing some editing today. Continuing on my quest to destroy Magic the Gathering, Warhammer, and all these other scams that are going on.
And comics as well, and video games.
Alright, can we do dual screen? Can we do dual monitor? Oh, that's right, I can't make the... I can't put this over here.
What we're going to...
Alright, well, best I can do is switch these monitors around. That's fine, though. We'll get a lot of things to enjoy.
25% of vendors making over $750,000 a year, and 20% of Kickstarter campaigns. However, like most contracts from every company we blindly sign, it states they can revoke this.
But yeah, before we get into that, just to be clear, always consider the main channels where this content is going, which is Crafty Arts and Weird Zors.
However, like most contracts from every company we blindly sign, it states regard to the specific top license whenever they want and make changes anytime. They have nothing to do with the license. If you want more details in regard to this specific from
I know as of editing this, they have since walked back on their changes. However, it doesn't matter. Don't forget that they tried in the first place. Corporations are never your friend, especially the ones that say they are. Next time.
I think we can make that smaller. Like, who cares? Actually, no, we'll leave it big.
Time they'll probably do it again, only in increments. Things that are not as noticeable.
Now let's get into why tabletop gaming is a scam people would likely be better off dropping altogether. If you have fun playing Warhammer, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, fine. No one can take that away from you. If you make a living playing competitively or painting models, even better. For me, outside of a dedicated competitive intent or just casual collecting, all this shit is a goddamn scam. We are going to go through card games, tabletop war games, touch on comics as well, and video games. How they take their consumers for a ride, and then I'm going to share my own experiences with them. Though I'm not above this. I played plenty of Starlink on Switch, Warframe, Vermintide 1 and 2, Dark Tide, and have a whole bunch of random figures, stuffies.
Oh yeah, okay. Pulling up my stuff. All the pictures I should have downloaded by now. Of my room. Here, Tucker. Move. I want to close the door. That's better.
And have a whole bunch of random figures, stuffies, and have a whole bunch of random figures, stuffies, and and have a whole bunch of random figures, stuffies, and 10 raptor stuffies, and 10 and have a whole bunch of random figures, stuffies, and 10 and 10.
Ah, where's my raptor pick? There they are.
10 raptors hanging on my monitor. Though in my case, I'm not required to get more stuff, and I don't need to perpetually drain my wallet on Darktide cosmetics, as if that will make the game better. All that aside, I have all as if that will make Darktide.
Great. Darktide has dropped down below 1,000 players too already. I think people are finally getting sick of this loop shit. The basic game, not much to it. Bring this over here. Wait, there it is, cosmetics. Holy shit, I found it. 2423. Let's see, let's rename it. There, that way it stays in the same order. Yeah, cosmetic shop works just fine. I bet some executive is really pleased with that. Like, oh good, the important thing is done. The important thing is working. The cosmetic shop. Thank God the cosmetic shop is working. In fact, since we're like editing parts of Darktide, drops players. Thank you.
Okay, what up everybody? It is your favorite Asian robot here. Hopefully your favorite Dark Time.
Oh God, never mind. I don't want your personality on my screen. Okay, everybody, I'm your biggest U2 Darktide player. Oof. You are an Imperial Guard soldier. 1 month ago.
We will cleanse.
Oh,
Other big guy.
He had some news on it. There it is.
and we've talked about.
Let's see. Oh, you didn't put chapters on here?
Maybe things can be different from the video game. And we'll get to more of that in our Last of Us Episode 3 review. Watch that as well.
And the last thing I want to talk about is Wizards of the Coast.
Well, I haven't played the game, so I don't really care much when they change things. I hate this idea that you can't change anything ever, and you can't reimagine the story in any way. I understand getting the characters right, the personalities down, because people have a perception of that at least. But just doing like a one-for-one remake and shit, no thanks. Where's your Dark Tide information?
I mean, that's where I think it could be appropriate. You know, to change things up. Maybe 10% of the time, 20% of the time. Just a more
Co-op message. Lose your right.
It's like, for example, this week.
Dying. I don't know if you know about this, but
I think it's
hundreds
legitimate.
of thousands of people play every single.
To people completely.
What's the Dark Tide
I mean,
delayed?
the spaghetti code is all still there from the original one.
Oh, there we
so
go,
it's not like
finally.
it's yeah. All right. Well, so Dark Tide is another game that people have been kind of upset with. It released in a state that there was
Tide
enough
Cosmetics,
stuff there, but
as
there
if
were
that will
people
make the
expecting a crafting system and a bunch of other systems.
Game better. All that
Pretty much
aside, I have
immediately
also
afterwards.
dabbled
And here
in
we are
Magic.
months later, and
Dabbled
really
in
nothing.
Magic.
So people like me, I rushed to the level 30 on a bunch of different characters, and there ain't shit to do in the game. Like I have nothing to do in that game, so I've completely stopped playing it. So unless someone else is like, "Hey, do you want to play a game with me?" I'm not logging in, and a lot of other people aren't logging in. So Fatshark has actually come out with an open letter to the players saying that they're going to work on it, and they're going to delay some of the premium cosmetic stuff, and they'll work on some of the core functions of the game. But I mean, there's been a lot of Steam reviews recently, and they're not
Good.
saying it's like, look, this is absolutely in early access.
Yeah, I fucking thought that this would be fixed a lot sooner,
Yeah.
you know, and because I was excited about the game. I'm still excited about the potential of Dark Tide, and it's good that they are getting on top of it, getting out in front, actually apologizing and being, you know, upfront about it. So I don't know what happened, if it's, you know, corporate bullshit that rushed it out the door, but you got to treat this license with respect. This is one of my favorite universes of all time, and I just assumed that there was going to be updates a lot sooner and a lot quicker. And now
They should have had it
they're
lined
saying,
up to
"Hey, guys,
begin with."
Sorry, we're gonna work on this and fix it and make it what it can, because it can be great, and they do have a track record of getting better and better, you know, as the games go along. But that's not what we like to see happen here at the Angry Joe Show. Dang it, man.
Yeah, and so what they specifically said is over the next few months, our sole focus is to address the feedback that many of you have provided.
Shit.
So
Okay, I need to take a picture of my Magic cards real quick.
Rewarding progression loop and continue to work on game stability and performance optimization. This is stuff that honestly should have come out within a month of release, and here we are several months after. So it's like it's a big problem. This also means that we are going to delay our seasonal content rollout and the Xbox Series X and S launch. People have been looking forward to that. Still can't play the game. So
All right.
hopefully they get
This
things
keeps
rolling,
popping up in my brain,
because
and apparently I'm just a glutton for punishment, and I'm not done with this yet. Why do I keep getting notices about Xbox Gone Woke?
listen.
Is there someone that can explain this to me that isn't a chud flake? Oh, thank God, Rational National.
But they're trying to recruit your kids into climate politics at an earlier age.
I regret to inform you that Xbox has gone woke. It's true. I saw it on Fox News. So
Nice
let me play
soundboard.
this clip for you, and then I'm going to break down this nonsense.
And
all I'm
cry.
saying.
Xbox has also announced they're going woke too.
Everything is just labeled as woke now. Can we agree that the woke word has lost all meaning? At this point, it's borderline becoming a dog whistle for just anti-Semite or something. A racist anti-Semite. I don't want no woke people here. What do you mean? He's just black. I said I don't want no woke people here. That's exactly what it's coming down to, isn't it? You look kind of. I know you're. I see you have white skin. But you look kind of woke. Are you Jewish? I can just sense the wokeness irradiating off his body like an aura, like in Dragon Ball Z. He's got a little scouter. Check the woke power level, the woke level. It's over 9,000. Smash.
All that aside, I have also...
Alright. Very quickly. I need to take a picture of my pathetic collection of magic cards because I think that'd be funny. Very quickly. Very quickly. Alrighty. I just gotta go to my iCloud. Yes. What? What? Not time for your walk yet. We got at least like an hour. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. What's up? What's up? Puppies. Come on. Come here. Come here. Yeah? What? 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 Come on up. There you go. More attention. Go bother Nash and Kier. Be busy. No. No. Eek. What? What do you want? Yeah, I should keep him busy for a bit. Hey, there's those pictures I took. to actually having tabs. Oh, that's right. I gotta convert them to a fucking JPEG or something because it won't work otherwise. Real fucking stupid. Fix this shit up.
Better. All that aside, I have also dabbled in magic, Warhammer, dabbled in magic, Warhammer, and mainstream comics. All right, all of Warhammer and main.
Lights on mainstream. So Warriors.
Mainstream comics. All right, all the prefaces are out of the way, I think. Let me know if I offended your sensibilities and triggered corporate simp mode. Let's start with Magic the Gathering. Welcome, MTG player. You understand the rules of the game well. For time's sake, the Gathering. Welcome. Let's start with Magic the Gathering. Welcome, MTG player. You understand the rules of the game well. For time's sake, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic summon magic and monsters to bring your opponent's health points to 0. Here is how they are all scams to me. 1. Having to buy mystery packs, hoping to get a desirable card that will give you an edge. So already out of the...
Alright, where's that Magic the Gathering Honest?
And, because of climate change, that they're adding a new feature to their...
Tigrin! Yeah, I know you probably hear Tucker messing around with his food dish. I got a literal saucer that helps him eat slower, so he's got to actually work to get his food out of there. In fact, I'll show it, since he brought it over to me. It's this little thing. It's like a little food maze. Oh, you almost emptied it. I'll pick out the last bits. Question is, can I figure it out? There it goes. Good job. Nope, nope, it's empty. I'm not going to torture you with it. Let me just put this away real quick, and we can watch about how the Xbox is gone woke. I don't know if you heard me talking about it earlier, but pretty much woke is just like borderline getting to the point where it's just a dog whistle for anti-Semitism or racism at this point. I don't want no woke people here. What do you mean? He's just black. I said I don't want no woke people here.
So already...
Anyways, let's talk about the Xbox going woke.
They're trying to recruit your kids into climate politics at an earlier age.
I regret to inform you that Xbox has gone...
Let's get more images here.
It's true. I saw it on Fox News. So let me play this clip for you.
Oh wait, I got a picture of someone ripping up their shit.
This nonsense.
I'll use that.
That's all I'm
So
saying.
Xbox has also announced they're going woke too, in because of climate change, that they're adding a new feature to their default settings. So if you own an Xbox, you can upload this new program, and it will turn off after so long to save the environment, the power.
To save the environment. It's just a power-saving feature. Man, 24-hour news is a curse on humanity, on the species. It needs to be dealt with. I'm just so glad to hear that these networks are dying. They're like, a lot of them have quietly laid off a bunch of their staff because their audience is 65 and up. That's pretty much what it is. The only ones watching this now, are watching normal TV, are seniors.
Also, they're saying the energy-saving shutdown feature is going to have a slower boot time. Ted Cruz writes on Twitter,
Ted
"First gas
Cruz.
stove, then your coffee, now you're gunning for my Xbox."
Isn't it crazy, though?
Yeah, because all our ovens have been taken away. Yep. I have no gas. I have a gas oven now, but it's only a matter of time before they just bust through the door and shoot me in the fucking head, right? And take my gas oven.
Like when we were kids, you were a rebel if you had like a leather jacket and a pack of cigarettes.
If scientists came out today and figured out that lead in the gas burning in the air was bad, like they did back in the early days of like 1910s, 1920s, whenever the car was taken off. If scientists came out today saying lead in the gas was bad, these people on here would just be on here saying like, oh shit, bunch of woke, whiny scientists are trying to take our fuel away, are trying to take our gas away, saying lead gas is bad. A little lead never hurt anyone.
Now you have like a full-powered Xbox and you're eating pizza rolls on a gas stove. I mean, it's crazy what they're doing, but we understand what this is. It's not that it's actually going to offset emission.
Xbox faces backlash over its green agenda. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? You didn't just find like some pissant on Facebook or Twitter who had no following complain about it? Or you just heard about this and just decided to make a story on it? We're going to make a story out of this. Ted Cruz. Yeah. Trump said my wife was hideous, but I still worship him.
Okay, the level of reduction is infinitesimal, but they're trying to recruit your kids into climate politics at an earlier age. Make them climate conscious now.
I tell you what, boy, that Xbox has gone woke. We're gonna go to the incinerator. We're gonna burn that shit sky high.
That you're right. They're going after the children.
Of course they are, but again, what's the point of video games? It's for kids to be kids. Now you sit down and pick up a...
Oh yeah, that's right. This is still the generation that thinks video games are for small little children that grow out of it when they turn 8.
Control, and they're like, by the way, the world's on fire. Ah! You know what I mean? You just want to play the game.
Okay. There is so much stupid in this clip. It's really hard to know where to.
Of course, it's a distraction.
Have some,
Microsoft, despite having a growth period, laid off hundreds of people again because they're not growing fast enough. Let's make that clear. Their growth was slower than expected, meaning they still got bigger. They still made profits. They weren't losing money. They made more money. They just didn't make enough more money and laid off people.
Pay for a bunch of packs or look up auction out of the game.
All right, where's that? Yeah, let's. I gotta record this clip here real quick. What I do is just do this. Yeah, I got my mic still on. Okay.
What's going on YouTube? I opened them so that way people can see them and see what you're getting. And
I think this guy got them for free or something like that, and he's just gonna rip the shit out of them.
the difference.
For context, Magic the Gathering released a 30th anniversary packs that you can buy, mystery packs, for $1,000. You can't use the cards in any official tournaments. They're just there to look pretty.
Between me and you, I didn't want these packs to get out. I didn't want to sell them and have someone else feel bad when they pull a brain geyser. You know? These packs were given to me when I was in the Vegas event.
There we go.
There's something different. Something different.
Yes. What?
Make custom proxies for them to use. And CC this dude's only 20 years old, and he was doing something for the community.
Ah.
Was there
What?
Papa Hasbro?
Give me your rope or something.
No, we don't want that. We don't want people making proxies. We want to sell them $1,000 proxies. We want to sell them something super special. Yeah, it's not really special. I mean, proxy lands, really? I love Magic. Magic got me through a lot. And when I went to Vegas, I got to meet people.
Okay, let's just get a good clip of him ripping it. I just want to get his title in there so I can get his...
website that allowed people who don't know how to use Photoshop to make custom proxies for them to use. And CC this dude's only 20 years old, and he was doing something for the community. But Wizards, Papa Hasbro, decided, no, we don't want that. We don't want people making proxies. We want to sell them $1,000 proxies. We want to sell them something super special. Yeah, it's not really special. I mean, proxy lands, really? I love Magic. Magic got me through a lot. And when I went to Vegas, I got to meet people who were super cool. I overheard people after when I posted that video.
Let's see. So when I do this, is it doubling up the audio?
I
do
did people
test.
Upset, calling me stupid for opening packs when I could have sold them for $205 or whatever. At the time, $215 maybe.
Alright, that's a good clip though.
I didn't want to do that. I wanted to open them.
Let's see. Clip though.
I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, it is doubling up. Okay, I'll keep that in mind when I do that. So I got one audio source for Firefox and then one for desktop. Alright. There are more spurgs on the right than they are on the left. Yeah, at this point, a lot of these people have just become the thing that they claim to hate. I don't know if you saw that a bunch of people got butthurt over a comic book featuring the Joker getting pregnant. They're like, DC has gone degenerate. Joker gets pregnant. And it's like, it's comic books. He gets pregnant through a magic spell and has a mud baby that he barfs up. And trying to spin it as some like trans thing. When like there's all kinds of crazy shit that happens in DC, and it's like, okay, now you cross the line. Okay, zombies, death, dismemberment, people astral projecting themselves into other dimensions. The Joker getting magically pregnant through some magic spell and having a mud baby. Okay, yeah, now we're hitting degenerate. Now we've crossed the line. Everything must be destroyed.
Pay for a bunch of packs or look up auction on cards.
Alright, where's that clip at? Should be here. Yep, there he is. Type in his name. Wolf Strider TCG. Get his link for the credits in the description. Because I think this is actually kind of amusing. Now, if he paid for them and destroyed them, that would just make him an idiot. But he got them for free, so I'll give him a pass on that. There's plenty of people that will buy a bunch of shit, destroy it, and think that it's like a win. What? It's out there. You see something out there? Alright, about 10 minutes here. I'll call it and give him a walk. What else was there? There's one other thing I wanted to put in here. What's this?
Now, Star Wars Armada is a tabletop game, and
Oh yeah, Star Wars Armada. I think I got D&D shorts in there. Alright, let's get this guy in here. My Star Wars Armada collection. Whoa there, buddy.
What?
There it is. I just hope people get the point where I'm coming from here, and I'm not just trying to shit on people who are enjoying themselves with this shit. But I just feel like it's such a money siphon. You get people hooked on something that, because if it wasn't fun, no one would be buying it. You get someone hooked on something that's pretty fun, and then you milk them for all they are, all they have.
Having to buy mystery packs, hoping to get a desirable card that will give you an edge. So already out of the gate, it's pay to win. Pay for a bunch of packs or look up auction on cards. We had a friend visit us for the weekend who is a professional Magic player. This is his main focus with a few breaks in.
Alright, unlink the clips, get rid of his audio.
Out of the gate, it's pay to win. Pay for a bunch of packs or look up auction on cards.
Actually, yeah, let's speed up the footage. There we go.
We had a friend visit cards.
I think that gets the point
We
across.
had a friend visit us for the weekend who is a professional Magic player. This is his main focus with a few breaks in between. He informed me that if you intend to go down the road of competitive play, be ready to spend $10,000 to start. You can say, oh, what play? Be ready to spend $10,000 to start. You can say, oh, well, I only play for fun. That's great, but that just means it can be a double waste then. If you don't have a large group of fellow friends who remain casual and have fun making up their own decks and never look up strategies on the internet.
And never look up strategies on the internet.
Making up their own decks and never look up strategies on the internet, then you will never win a goddamn game outside of playing with newer or disgruntled older players. This applies to Warhammer and other other tabletop games that require accumulative loads of figures, there's always someone on a forum or Reddit that has already figured out the arrangement of cards you need to build and the arrangement of army figures and Star Wars Armada ships you need in order to be near decent challenger. Army figures and Star Wars and
You know, I'll give Star Wars Armada more credit here, because you don't have to constantly keep tweaking your army. You just buy the ship and that's it. Like, hey, you know, how big of a battle can we have with this player? Okay, or you know, you can proxy with certain things, I guess, too, just like with Warhammer.
Star Wars Armada ships you need in order to be near a decent challenger. To drive this point home, in order to be good at any of these card games, you need to be buying a bunch of mystery packs, as I mentioned earlier, with needed cards that are artificially made rare by the manufacturer in order to even potentially be an opponent. That is fudging hooky. And this is why a lot of people stop with the game in the long run, while Wizards of the Coast couldn't give a flying excrement, because all they care about is breeding in new players. They know the ones who get drawn in at a local Magic event will eat that excrement up. It works like a dealer selling heroin. The first hit of Magic cards is usually free or a small entry of $15.
Yes.
Then in order to keep having fun and overcoming the challenge of more capable players, you have to keep spending more and more. It's a bad relationship, and the thing about bad relationships is that people tend to stick with it because of all the money and time they have already spent.
Alright, I know there's a clip here to use.
This episode had talk on our behalf. Okay. Hello, I'm Mark Rosewater, lead designer for Magic the Gathering here at Wizards of the Coast. I don't actually have a lot to say when it comes to how to run the business, but the higher-ups love to have a PR puppet whenever something needs to be said, so I guess that's me today. So instead of talking about Loot Crate. Mark Rosewater, lead love to have a PR puppet when it only cares about new players. I'm doing right now. I'll be talking exclusively about something I know a lot about, Magic. So Wizards of the Coast only cares about new players when it comes to Magic the Gathering. So if you've never heard of Magic before, it's just like baseball cards or other collectible card games, except you play a game of wizards and sorcerers with it. So instead of opening cards like Mickey Mantle or Sammy Sosa, only cares about new players when it comes to Magic the Gathering. Bolts at bears and zombies. We make 4 standard sets a year featuring brand new cards that anyone can play with or take to a local tournament. Now, only Magic has been around for over 20 years, so we have a lot of new and old players that love this game. The thing is, since we're constantly designing new cards for the game, our focus is almost entirely on appeasing new players. So we're not printing cards from 5, 10, or even 20 years ago. This causes our older fans to increase because they feel like we only want to appease new players, leaving behind people who want us to reprint older cards. A big reason Wizards can't reprint some older cards is because of a little thing called the reserve list. What that is a select group of older cards that we will never reprint because it would cause collectors to lose money off of hoarding them for their value. I know it seems silly to have such an arbitrary rule to never
Ooh, I need that.
new players.
I need that clip, because that just solidifies the idea that these cards are artificially made rare.
Needed cards that are artificially made rare by the manufacturer in order to even potentially be an opponent.
Right there. Alright, 149.
Never reprint certain cards ever again, but
There we go.
to lose money off of hoarding them. Big reason Wizards can't reprint some older cards is because want us to reprint older cards. A big reason Wizards can't reprint.
Let's see.
We only want to appease new players, leaving behind people who want us to reprint older cards. A big reason Wizards can't reprint some older cards is because of a little thing called the reserve list. What that is a select group of older cards that we will never reprint because it would cause collectors to lose money off of hoarding them for their value. I know it seems silly to have such an arbitrary rule to never reprint certain cards ever again, but a lot of people complained back in 1995. We made a promise to older collectors that they would never see their valuable cards printed again. That way, they could be the only one. We made a promise such
Let's
as never
see.
again, but a lot of people complained back in 1995. We made a promise to older collectors that they would never see their valuable cards printed again. That way, they could be the only ones to have them. You know how collectors can be. Now, this wouldn't be such a big...
See, I guess I should have the whole thing for
A big
context.
reason Wizards can't reprint some older cards is because of a little thing called the reserve list. What that is a select group of older cards that we will never reprint
I know.
because it would cause collectors to lose money off of hoarding them for their value.
I think that will suffice right there.
That is fudgy, hooky. And this is why a lot of people stop with the game in the long run, while Wizards of the Coast couldn't give a flying excrement.
Only cares... The Wizards of the Coast only cares about new players when it comes to Magic the Gathering.
Because all they care about is bringing in new players.
There we go, and just cut that down. Boop. Boop.
Comes to Magic the Gathering.
They know the ones who get drawn in at a local Magic event will eat that excrement up. It works like a dealer selling heroin.
Yes,
The first hit of
yes.
Magic cards is usually free or a small entry of $15. Then in order to keep having fun and overcoming the
You
challenge
perk up every time I
for
speak.
capable players, you have to keep
Come on.
spending
Come on.
more and
Come on.
more.
You gotta say
It's
hi
a
if you wanna go.
Bad relationship. And the
Come
thing
here.
about
Come here,
bad
Tucker.
relationships
Come
is
here.
that people
Come
tend
here.
to stick with it
Come on.
because of all the money and
Tucker,
time they've
come here.
already spent
Come here.
into it. You know
Come
what
here.
requires a
here.
one-time purchase of $1
Come here.
with the only
Come
other
here.
cost being the money
Come
you
here,
are
Tucker.
willing to lose over
Come
a
here.
competitive game?
Come on.
Poker. It's the same amount of cards every time, no booster packs necessary.
Come on.
The only strategy is being able to mentally mess
Yay.
with your opponents. If that sounds
Even if
as
you're up
much
here for a
fun as
second.
having a root canal to you as it does for me, here are some other card games me and my family and friends enjoy. Wingspan, a game where the
Alright. Alright. Ready to go for a walk? Yes? Okay, let's go for a walk. Alright. Making progress on this. We'll dive in deeper, hopefully to Yep. Alright. Good night, and I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully a little earlier. What was that one? Oh. Thanks for